and blessed love once again. On a wonderful day, you're definitely in tune to Radio Anu. RadioAnu.com, the international flavor, talking about the universal spice. The Hon.Priest Isaac still in your presence, and of course we've now gone into the realms of what is known as the Tiger's Nest. And the Tiger's Nest is a program that we also broadcast on the YouTube. So for those who may be checking this on the YouTube, this is being broadcasted live right here on RadioAnu.com. And if you want to join us on Radio Anu, all you have to do is to click in the link right there in the description of what would become this video. Just below right there, the description, you see the link, RadioAnu.com. Just click it and you join us. And RadioAnu.com is a radio station that I have produced. My radio station specifically, bringing you information and inspiration and knowledge basically around the clock, 24/7 if you want to call it that. Your Sabbath meditation, everything is well orchestrated for you. So if you're an individual that delights in consciousness and delights in knowledge, and you're looking for more information and on all subject areas, it's not a dogmatic station at all. You would hear the different aspect, you would hear the different views. We definitely, obviously, will have different programmings, and at the same time, at the moment, since we are still live streaming and test streaming to show my family exactly what is taking place, you would hear a lot of different documentaries and different lectures from many of our top scholars throughout the ages internationally, different interviews and debates on many different subjects, as I said, from our African heritage to many aspects of science itself, of course, down to a social level. I mean, we were just presenting a documentary there. It was more a lecture given by Minister Tony Muhammad from the Nation of Islam, and he was dealing directly with the dangers of the vaccine. And I mean, that was really a serious presentation. So I'm just inviting you basically to visit us, Radio Anu, RadioAnu.com. And as I said, to make it simple, all you have to do when you're, finish watching this video here, for those on YouTube, you could just go down in the link and press it there, the description, and press the link. Now, we want to continue on the whole aspect of the power of thought and, of course, the power of focus. And previously we were speaking of the power of thought and the importance of one considering themselves an offspring of the All, the Almighty, what we refer to as God. And in that same breath understanding, if you do not want to equate yourself to God, you should at least know that the state that you are in now is not your highest level, for sure. In fact, I honestly think that we are way below any level at all that can be considered the level of a true God. Now, for those who may have observed the title of the video itself now, be aware of your friends. Watch your friends. Consider your friends. It is not for you to become suspicious of your friends now, But listen to my point. It is basically you to check yourself. Do you know that you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time around? Let me repeat that. You are the average of the 5 people, whoever they may be, that you spend the most time around. And the same thing goes for them as they spend time with you and the other 4 people that may not be in your crew, your set, but you and this person form a subset. We're doing mathematics here. So in other words, this is very key, my brothers and sisters. Birds of a feather really flock together, because the rich does not hang out, as they use the term, with the destitute. And no disrespect at all to the destitute, I'm just showing you the reality of what is taking place in the world. Okay, there's something that is known as harmonic resonance. Now, if you get a tuning fork, let's just say the pitch A, you know, A, B, C, D, and you have several tuning forks. When you hit the tuning fork with the A pitch, all the other forks with the A pitch will vibrate. The same thing can be seen on the harp and on the strings inside of the piano. When you hit the specific key, the corresponding key vibrates. The same thing can be seen with the drums. The Nyabingi drums, pack the drums in the temple, hit the bass drum and the other bass drum vibrates, because there's something known as harmonic resonance. This is why group healing, listen to me good, this is why group healing is so key. Now, there's a specific scientist, a physicist, John Hagelin, his name is, from Harvard University, where he got his training. And he specifically says that the force field that you create with your thoughts. Now, before we go further, remember we already explained the power of thought. We showed that the creative force of the Almighty came through the Almighty's thoughts. Then the words that were uttered that manifested into flesh, and we do the same thing. That is why, again, as I said previously, we should have a list of appreciation, a list of things to be thankful for. What that does, it counteracts the list of things we already have, whether we know it or not, for things that we are not too happy about. We just upset all the time just to be in the traffic jam. We're upset. I can't take this in a waiting on this light. But listen to me. Today is Thursday. I'm just pulling this out of my heart, you know. Today is Thursday. Yesterday, you were in the same traffic jam. Tuesday, the day before, you were in the same traffic jam. Monday, you were in the same traffic jam. The Friday prior to that and the Thursday, listen to me, this is something you go through every day. You make up your mind to go through this. So why you're upset? Because when you're upset, when you're vexed, when you're angry, you are releasing toxins into your bloodstream. Could you imagine that? You were not designed to really behave like that, you know. It is necessary for specific instances, but we overuse it, way overuse it. Trust me, we get upset for nothing. Now, what I'm trying to show you is that, again, this is why you need to be in a state of gratitude. Even when you're in the traffic jam, it will be good to be listening to a CD like this that could keep your spirit up. But then, no, we're listening to the news. And what is the news saying? Oh, they found the head of a man in the garbage pan under the bridge down there on Street Avenue 5. You know, sad news, sick news. I'm not saying you're not supposed to hear about the head they found in the garbage. You know, that sounds like something I would like to hear about. But there are other things happening in the world, you know. Good news that we don't know about. Because the world has not been designed to feed you that in the morning. The first 20 minutes of your day, you know, man, when you get up out of your bed, you don't understand the sort of psychological effect it has on you and the rest of your day. That's why you begin your day joyful, with prayer, with morning meditation, with good music, with putting on radioanu.com. That's really all you got to do. With visiting the tiger's nest. That's how you begin a day. So again, that force field of positiveness, not negativity, is now around you. Good. So you've you've looked into your own self. Now listen to what John Hagelin is saying. The force field you create, listen, is the square of the number of people having the same intention at the same time. You get that? So this is why now, just like the tuning fork, this is why now, just like the drums, this is why now, just like the keys on the piano and the harp, because the piano is really a harp, you know, man. A harp inside of a pretty looking wooden box. The point I'm making here is this, that when you observe what is said by the physicists, the force field that you create, which is your thought, which is your energy, which is your vibration, it is squared the number of people having that very same intention at the same time. Okay, so for example, if two of you are having that same intention, 2 squares is 4. Say 3 of you having that same intention, you're together with 2 other people and you're thinking positive, you're thinking good, the 3 of you have a specific goal, and I'm saying, listen, we're gonna do this by the end of this time, and this is where we're gonna reach, and we're gonna make this amount, whatever the goal is, positiveness. 3 square is 9. So the 3 of you, this is not something you can do by yourself. The 3 of you with that same intention, same energy, same goal, is as if 9 people were there. 100 of you, 100 square is 10,000. And I cannot really quote it, word for word. Can't quote it directly, but within the scripture, there's a scripture that highlights this. That I think 10 will send 100 to flight, and 100, 1,000 or 10,000 to flight. Well, it's the same harmonic resonance being seen here. Where 2 or more are gathered, there shall I be. Hear that? 2 or more. You know what that means? One person ain't gonna do it by themselves. 2 or more is anything but 1 and 0. 2 or more. Where 2 or more gathered. So as the physicist is saying, the force field you create with your thought is the square of the number of people having the same intention at the same time. So what does that mean? You gotta be careful who you hang around with. You shouldn't even be hanging. Not at this time. And this is why now, as I said, the average, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time around. So you need to check your company. So if you want to be a spiritual person, I would advise you go around spiritual people. If you want to be a scholar, you got to sit amongst the masters, brother. If you want to be wealthy, obviously you know where you go, where you got to go, and who you got to be around. You got to know what your intention is and find the atmosphere. And that's just reality. Some of us, we because we used to go to school, we go to school. You don't have to talk about used to. Even if you go to school with this, that, and the other, that doesn't mean you got to be with them. No disrespect to them. But you got to keep in your lane. You got your life to live. You have the destiny of your dreams and your aspiration, goals, and passion before you. Yeah. Don't waste no time. Holy Emmanuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. So definitely, of course, RadioAnu.com, broadcasting live, RadioAnu.com. For those who are watching on the YouTube, remember you can join us live on RadioAnu.com. All you got to do is go into the description right below. Just go down below there and press the link and you're there, RadioAnu.com. A lot of information, inspiration, knowledge, many different things that you would definitely desire, especially if you are hungry for information, as they would say. And even in your life, you should be continually hungry, so you can, be the best. Because listen, man, to do something you've never done, you have to become someone that you have never been. And this is why you have to guard your surroundings. meaning the company, that you keep. Give thanks. Selassie, Jah, Rastafari. Remember to subscribe for those on YouTube. Just subscribe. Just press a button. It's all about just pressing a button here. Nothing too hard, Just press a button and subscribe. Just press a button and, give us some likes on the videos, Give the videos some thumbs up. Especially for those who really like the vibes. Give us some thumbs ups, because to be honest, they have some people for no reason whatsoever. They have negative people here. Negative people. So this sort of conversation is really for people like them too, that they'll just give you thumbs down, just even before they start to hear your first word in the video, they press the thumbs down because they just feel that you're doing something that it's irritating them, so they thumbs down. So for those of you who really like the work, give it some thumbs up, and subscribe as well, and definitely tune in to radioanu.com. And of course, for those who would like to even contribute directly financially to the works that you see taking place as well, Radio Anu as well, you could definitely do it via the PayPal now at hotepra@yahoo.com. hotepra@yahoo.com. Of course, you can email me, theblackshepherd@live.com. Give thanks, and of course, in the negative realms, remember what someone thinks about you is really none of your business. Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
Ethiopia, Ghana, Quebec, Toronto, Rwanda, Chile, Trinidad, Tokyo, Beijing. Wherever you are in the world, the Hon.Priest Isaac is available to come to your town or your country to give lectures, seminars, and workshops.
To make booking, call or WhatsApp area code 268-728-3162 or contact us via email theblackshepherd@live.com.
Holy Manuel, Selassie, Jah, Rastafari.
Rastafari, come and produce ancient maps. In the kingdom, year of remembrance, to turn the ring down, just speak the truth from start, from in front of heart, in the sing.